Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature that's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
All right, man. Top of the morning to you, billionaires. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where black folk do read. You put it in the book, like The Wealth Choice, Success Secrets of Black Millionaires, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, The Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. The book that I wrote, guys, is the study of black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Well, you can begin your study by picking up a book. All right, pick up a book. Take a look. It's in a book. And you can find that book at www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. Now, while you're there, guys, you'll find the book. You'll also find other books, right? Financial literacy books for your children to introduce them to credit, investing, entrepreneurship, and insurance, right? That's an opportunity that you and I can invest into the next generation to teach them early what we learn late. And also there's a tab that says join the club. You can choose, right, to walk away from the crowd of broke, busted, and disgusted. You can choose to walk away from the 95% of people who could do, who should do, but simply won't do. And you can get with the people, you can get with the few who are doing all the work. They're not doing all the, who are doing the work, who are doing the building, and we're building together. I want to connect with brothers and sisters who are serious about building wealth, serious about building business, and super serious about building themselves. Well, we invite you to join the Black Billionaires Club today. If you're a BBC member and you're joining us here live, if the early bird gets to tomorrow, go and put in the console hashtag BBC. It's roll call time now. Let's find out who has joined us here this morning as we're going to continue our journey into the book, The Wealth Choice, as we're going to finish out this chapter, the 6th Law of Wealth. Let's find out who's joined us here today. We will shout out our sponsors at the end. Brother Ryan showing up on the Instagram. Thanks so much for joining us today. Sister Vivian Reed, Queen Vivian is in the house. Queen Yvette is in the house out of Boston. Queen Leia has joined us here this morning. Good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining. Who else is here with us this morning on this fabulous Friday or New Black Wall Street Book Club? Seems like we're getting up late, a little bit late today. We're getting up a little bit later today. I don't know, that rain got people, that y'all must got y'all something last night. Yeah, y'all must got y'all. They must got them some last night. They said, oh Lord, I can't get up. Boy, I fallen into some good sex and I can't get up. Betty Barnett, man, thanks so much for joining us. Brother Deshaun is in the house, man. Queen Deborah has joined us as well. Thanks so much for joining us today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Fantastic, guys. We're going to continue our journey into the 6th Law of Wealth. As we go through the Wealth Choice, everybody put in console, I choose wealth. And we'll do a quick recap on the first of 5 laws, moving to the 6th law as we get into this thing here today. The New Black Wall Street Band, 30 minutes a day, my beautiful people, 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid. Away. 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid away. First law of wealth, right, that we uncovered here in this book is that wealth begins in the mind and it ends in the purse. Now, have you found that to be so true? As you began to change the way that you think about money, you began to change the way that what you read, began to change what you listen to, began to change who you talk to, you start realizing your mind is starting to be changed by being transformed by the renewing of your mind. And now you have wealth on your mind. I got wealth. What is that? I got money on my mind on my money. I got money on my mind, but now we just think about money. We think about wealth, all aspects of it. Money is just the lowest form of wealth, right? I got wealth on my mind and money on wealth on my mind and mind on my wealth. I got wealth on my mind and mind on my wealth. I can't even get it out right. Right? Okay. So we can understand that, that this is a conscious thing that we're developing this consciousness, not so that we can chase money, but that we can attract it. We don't pursue, we attract. Second law simply says this, right? It's the decision law. It says, decide now that you will not be poor. Decide now that you will not be poor. This is the decision. Now that you know better, you still have to choose to do better. They are not one and the same. I choose wealth, right? I choose to get all that my Father has for me. I choose not only to get it, I choose to create it because I realize I've been given the power to create wealth. The third law, which is one of the most difficult laws for our brothers and sisters to get over because of the mind condition that we find ourselves in, is the faith law. It simply says this: I believe in myself when no one else will. This is the faith law, the belief factor. I'll believe in myself. I'll believe that I can create wealth. I believe it. Right? I'm choosing it. Now I'm believing it. I got the faith to make it happen. Right? Faith is the evidence of things unseen. Is the evidence of things unseen. Something like that. Right? Right? Something like that. Y'all know the scripture. Somebody get the scripture for me. Right? Right? Faith. I believe in myself when no one else will. Here's the fourth law. We call this the Lane law. It says, to thine own self be true. To thy own self be true. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Where your treasure is, there's your heart also. Understanding that wealth can be found down multiple pathways, but I just simply must do what I do best. So first I got to discover it. First, I have to discover what is it that I do best. Now, this is probably something that your people around you that known you for a long time, they've been telling you for years. Man, you are just super great at this. You do this with ease. I mean, my goodness, they realize it, they see it, but will you accept it? To simply do what you do best, realizing that there is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow when you're doing what you do best. And here's the fifth law. This is the service law. Simply saying that, you know what, not only am I going to do what I do best, but I'm going to figure out a way to serve more people and solve more problems in the area that I find myself in. Instead of saying, man, whom may I serve? This is saying that, you know what, not only do I serve, but each and every day I'm going to serve more and I'm going to serve better. I'm going to get better at what I do. I do it. This is the best thing that I do. I'm going to lean on my strengths, but I'm going to do it better today than I did it yesterday. And I'm going to do more of it today, or I'm going to serve more people today than I did yesterday. Right? So we begin to go through this process, right? Where we're changing the way that we think, right? And then we're choosing better, right? And we're believing better, right? We're doing better, right? And we're serving more people. And then we move to the sixth law. It says, man, you know what? It's going to be almost impossible as I'm getting better every day. As I'm getting better, I'm doing what I do best, and I'm doing better every day. I'm doing it. I'm serving more people every day. It's almost impossible for me to not be in a position where I fire my boss. Where thou shalt own thy own business, doing what you do best, that you've been doing better and that you've been doing more of each and every day from said time in the past. You command the universe to respond to your endeavors because you have built up this thing called recognition. You are great at your craft, right? And you do it better than anybody else. Become your own boss, fire your boss. And that's what we're going to talk about here today as we continue our journey to finish up this chapter, Fire Your Boss. Everybody put it in the comments below. Now, I know that might be difficult for some people because you might still don't believe that you can build something, that you can create wealth, that you can run your own show, right? Not in a competitive standpoint, but understanding that whatever it is that you do for others, a whole bunch of other people in this world need it. And so it might be necessary for you to branch off to provide that service to your tribe. Fire your boss. The new rules of money. The new rules of money. That don't mean go fire your boss today. Don't mean go quit today. That's not what that means. Hopefully you understand the spirit of what we're talking about here today, okay? Let's get that clear, right? Oh, Brother Evan said just quit today. No, I did not say that, okay? You put yourself in position. You got to start by understanding what you do best. Then you got to start doing it. How many guys, let's be honest today. All right, I just want people to be honest, right? Number one, have you discovered what you do best? Number two, are you doing it? All right, there's some of you that are watching right now, or some that might catch the replay. You know what you do best. You know what your strengths are. You've been told this over and over and over again. You might have dismissed it. You might have said, no, that's not me. You might have had the Gideon complex, just was scared of your talents, your gifts, your abilities. But I know that you know. Here's my question to you. Be super honest so that you can move forward in this thing towards your financial freedom. You can move forward to this wealthy place. It starts with honesty. Are you doing what you do best every day? Are you doing what you do best every day? Now, notice this. It may not be the job that that you currently have in order to bring home the bacon and pay for the lifestyle that you live. That might not be it. But are you making time in your day to do what you do best every day? Are you putting wood into the stove? Are you keeping the fire burning? Are you doing what you do best every day? Go ahead and answer that question in the comments below. I'm not going to start till we get some answers here because we got to start from a place of honesty. Now, what is it that I do best? I teach. That's what I do best. I teach. Now, I'm specifically teaching the area of money. I teach money. Am I teaching money every day? Yes, I am. Is this what I do best? Yes, it's what I do best. Are there some other things that I do pretty well? Yes, there's some other things that I do pretty well. But am I doing what I do best every day? Yes. Are you doing what you do best every day? I'll wait. This is super important. That guy said pause for a second. We'll get to the reading, right? Because the people are way more valuable than whatever you're about to read right now. It's time for our people to get to a space of honesty. And then we can move forward to growth and development. Are you doing what you do best every day? Oh, Lord, Brother E, he putting the pressure on me this morning. Oh, Lord, he putting the pressure on me, man. My mentee. See, that's why I love me. I love me some Miss Love. This my mentee right here. I'm gonna make her a millionaire. Because she don't have a problem being honest. Say, man, I'm not every day. But shit, that gonna change. That gonna change today. I'm gonna give some time to my greatness every day. Good morning. What do I work for? It's not really what I do best, though I am in the industry I want to be in. Okay. So are you doing what you do best every day? Sergeant Bain said, I don't think I do. I don't fan that flame every day. Right? I don't pour energy into my greatness every day. I don't act on it every day. And that's okay. That's being honest, right? We can move forward being honest. Yes, but I'm doing it for someone else. Okay, fantastic. You are doing what you do best every day. Although you're doing it for someone else, eventually, it really is for you, Miss Barnett. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. They're really stocking the flame. I believe that I am. You believe that you believe that you getting that flame, keep burning, right? You believe you're doing. You gotta believe. It's not why you gotta believe that you are. Either you are or you're not. Okay, it ain't a belief thing. It's an action thing. Are you doing what you do best every day? Yes, I am doing what I do best every day, right? Coaching, teaching, training, transforming human potential, personal development. That see, Mr. Antoinette Ross is a boss. It's only a matter of time because you are getting better, right? You're serving more people. You're doing what you do best, better each and every day. Right, brother Mari, yeah, man. Shoot, this is an easy answer for me. Absolutely, indeed. It don't take that. It don't take all that right. All the women, yeah, we're all right. I just give it straight to indeed. I'm doing what I do best every day. Let's get into this thing, man. Fire your boss. Our last section. This is under the new rules of money, right? The 6th law of wealth. We'll finish this here today as we have been on our journey, right? On our journey to building wealth for ourselves, creating wealth out of thin air by changing our behavior. Changing our behavior. Change the way that you think. You'll begin to change the way that you act. Change the way that you act, you'll begin to change your results. And this is a results-oriented world that we live in. Let me say that again. Change the way that you think. You'll begin to change the way that you act or that you behave. You change the way that you act, you'll begin to change your results. And how many guys want to change some of those financial results that you get in your bank account? How many guys want things to get better for you financially or just in life in general? How many guys know that that's going to require you to change? It might be a minor tweak, but it's changed nonetheless. The new rules of money. Fire your boss. Here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, let's read. New rules of money. Fire your boss. Not so long ago, there was a basic recipe for wealth. Number one, start with 4 years of college. Number two, add on white-collar job for best results. Find a Fortune 100 company with a huge pension fund. Number three, slowly stir in equal measures of loyalty and initiative. And number four, wait 40 years before retire. How many guys remember that old strategy, that old recipe? Forging ahead isn't quite so easy these days. Forging ahead isn't quite so easy these days. There aren't many companies that continue to search for lifetime relationships with employees. Many aren't sure what industry they'll be in a few years from now or whether they'll have one at all. That you could believe that your job seems safe today only to find yourself replaced by software or a cheaper overseas worker tomorrow. Even in a reasonably robust economy, an estimated 1.7 million employees will lose their jobs each year. Moreover, seasoned employees with peak salaries will inevitably be a chief target for layoffs. And once lost, such employees are the most difficult to replace. Each of us is living with loads of uncertainty, adjusting and readjusting as our industry evolves and putting in 50 hours per week or more in the meantime. Here's a prediction. Sooner or later, you will reach a pivotal moment in your career. Everybody put in console, sooner or later. Sooner or later, you'll reach a pivotal position moment in your career. Maybe close to your intended retirement date, maybe not. You will want to look long and hard at the possibility of proceeding on your own terms, of living without a paycheck. Ooh, that could be scary for some of us. Living without a paycheck. Working solely for a paycheck is neither wrong nor bad, but it is a risky proposition. Risky because as your paycheck increases, so do your taxes. And as your paycheck grows, so does your dependence on others. Countless men and women struggle all the days of their lives with no stronger urge than to acquire the basic necessities, food, shelter, and clothing. Now and then, someone will step up out of the masses, flee from the ranks, and tip the scales to demand of him or herself and of the world more than a mere living. Everybody put in console, bet on me. One of the best decisions I ever made for my life, 7 years ago, when I got fed up of I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I got sick and tired of yes, boss. When I got tired of that, I made a decision. One of the best decisions of my life was simply to bet on me. Risky decision. This individual is determined to leave a legacy, a solid faith in his or her mission, the rooted belief that this is the sole purpose for which this person has been called. The greater danger, wrote Michelangelo, the 16th century Renaissance sculptor and painter, is not that our hopes are too high and we fail to reach them. It is that they are too low, and we do reach them. The world's wealthiest are most fulfilled are those who rose up and refused to be victimized by anything less than their individual destiny. Job security is a phrase that our parents and grandparents frequently use. But in today's economy, the concept of any type of security, job or social, has gone the way of analog phones and 8-track tapes. Those who have retained their jobs must do more for less, shoulder more of the workload, work longer hours, and often forego any form of additional compensation. As of this writing, seniority offers no safety net and fewer incentives. So why not take the road less traveled? Everybody put in console, why not? Now, this is very interesting. As I'm reading this right now, there's some people that are listening, some people that are watching, some people that catch the replay. They thinking to themselves, like, how many guys, I will just be honest, how many guys are like getting close to this point? You keep looking at what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. It's paying the bills, fantastic. But you keep looking at this thing. And then you keep weighing, like, okay, me being here versus my potential, and you saying this thing adding up. You say, man, and now you starting to work on some stuff. You starting to put some things into play. You starting to put some things into action, making some stuff happen. And now you start to realize you're getting closer. I mean, you're getting closer. You got a little plan. You're working on it. I'm thinking about a few people right now in my head. I mean, you've been doing that thing, brother. I mean, oh, sister girl, oh, you are. It's only a matter of time. If that's for you, you realize that's you. Right now, I'm not saying you make that step today. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you realize you in this space and you like, in your head, you like, this is not adding up. And then you began to start working on some stuff and start planting some seeds and start working on some new projects, start going to get some new skills. You recognize what you do best and you're ready to start doing it more of it and serving more people. If that's you. If I'm talking directly or indirectly to you right now through the Spirit, put in the comments below, it's only a matter of time. If that's you. I never know who's tuning in. I never know who's watching across the whole world. If that is you, you realize you just keep on going. You just keep on doing what you've been doing and doing it better every day. And you realize it's only a matter of time. So much so that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see your freedom. You can see your independence. You can see your office or whatever the case. You can see you cutting your own check. If that's you, putting it down. So it's only a matter of time. Woo! Woo! As this right, seniority offers no safety net, fewer incentives. So why not take the road less traveled? Why do some people go through life imprisoned in a jail of their own making? A jail of ignorance, the jail of poverty, and the jail of fear, when the sixth law of wealth, the key that will free them, is within their reach. Ironically, human nature seems to have an ancient predisposition to say no. It is, of course, a conservative response, a status quo protector, a reactionary response that says, I'm trying to cope with things as they are. Don't rock the boat. Change of any type always carries with it the possibility of changing for the worse. Change of any type always brings with it the possibility that change is for the worse. It's only a matter of time. Brother Mar is already there. Only a matter of time. As soon as I hit the magic number plus some reserves, I hear that it's only a matter of time. Right? The social writer and philosopher Eric Hoffer is in this groundbreaking book, The True Believer, stated that there's a conservatism of the poor as rigid as that of the rich and wealthy. The poor are constantly engaged in managing their survival. The poor are constantly engaged in managing their survival. Well, if you didn't just drop that mic right there, brother Dennis Kimbro, what the hell? The poor are constantly managing their survival. What the hell did I just read? Lord Jesus. The poor are constantly managing their survival. Whew. Whew, that hit kind of hard this morning. I don't know why that hit so dang hard. That hit kind of hard this morning. Woo! Woo, how do you read that and not take a pause? Woo! The poor are constantly managing their survival. Regardless of how bleak or limited their circumstance, they feel that change of any kind may be for the worse. As a result, they approach life on that level. The wealthy, in contrast, are quite content with circumstances as they are. They hope are quite content with circumstances as they are. They hope to maintain the status quo and keep their lives in order. Unfortunately, we really can't keep saying no if we hold any prospect of succeeding. Survival should not be your only option. It's fine for those creatures on the left side of the evolutionary chart, but for the man or woman front and center in the 21st century, right with opportunities, simply surviving is out of the question and the beginning of a long slide towards oblivion. Humanity requires much more. It is important that we enjoy our time in this free and open society and make some sort of contribution to the welfare of others. Personal fulfillment, a subject that is discussed later in chapter 7, is a result of producing, creating, and serving others. Security. There's no such thing. There's only opportunity. Everybody put in console, there's only opportunity. Security, there's no such thing. There's only opportunity. For the business owner highlighted in this study, entrepreneurship is an endless adventure. For these creative souls, it offers them the opportunity to test their ideas, the opportunity to test their creativity, the opportunity to test their abilities, the opportunity to test their desire, the opportunity or the inclination to, desire to test their moral stamina, and most of all, faith. Like some, you may lack the ambition. You may lack the desire. You may lack the inclination to assume full responsibility for the outcome of your life. You may prefer steady employment. You may choose to allow others to fret over payroll and sweat over inventories, expenses, slow sales, and impending debts. But recognize that by doing so, you will never enjoy the freedom and the ownership or the chance to enjoy the fruits of your labor. If you expect to call on your greatest qualities in your finest hour, you cannot be risk averse, which for far too many people is the unheralded side effect of working too long. And when that entrepreneurial bug begins to bite, I urge you to place the new startup failure rate in proper perspective, as if budding entrepreneurs must be crazy to take the risk. For example, a 2010 Kauffman Foundation study revealed that nearly 50% or one half of new business startups survive the first 5 years. So whether the figurative glass is half full or half empty rests entirely on your perspective. If controlling your own schedule and income, as well as the possibility of joining the ranks of the Black America's financial elite, is important to you, who wants to play it safe? The only way to create wealth, advised Michael Robinson in an interview one half of a highly successful sibling partnership, is to vow early in life never to allow opportunity to slip by. And this is what I did 10 years ago. When I realized that there were $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion ideas that was flowing through my membrane that I simply passed by. I said, that must not be for me. Oh, that's somebody else. How many guys have been in a position in your life where you had a great idea or had an idea, period, and then 2 years later, 3 years later, 5 years later, you see it on the TV on a commercial. And you're like, wait a second, I thought about that 5 years ago. That was opportunity passing you by in a form of $1 million, $1 billion idea that came through the Spirit to lead you towards prosperity, because our Father has plans for you to prosper. And what I decided for my life, I would never let another great idea pass me by. I will investigate. I will look into it. I will give it a little bit of my energy and time to see if that opportunity or that idea was for me. That's how I found Bitcoin. Because I was open to an idea that came across my pathway, and I stopped closing my own doors towards wealth. Let me say that again. Everybody put in the console, stop closing my doors. I stopped closing my own doors into the land or into the space or into the canal or into the pathway or into the walkway towards wealth. Follow the yellow brick road. Some of you simply are closing your doors to where that yellow brick road is, and you can't see it because you closed the door. Stop closing my doors. And I made the decision that I would never let another good idea pass me by to get someone else rich when God gave me the opportunity. If you don't do something with it, you will lose it. God said, man, he gave all three of those brothers some money. Only two of them did something with it. The other brother hid it. God came and said, man, you've been a bad servant. You know who I am. You know I wanted you to do something with that talent. Well, you didn't do nothing with it. So let me get that. Let me take that off your hands and give that to somebody that's going to do something with it, because I need to bring heaven down to earth, and you ain't one of the servants that's going to help me. You wicked servant, he called him. He called him wicked. He sent him down to a place none of us want to go. We don't talk about that part. That's why we have biblical finance, by the way. That's why we got a class coming to teach about these things. That's what the book say. We always talk about the first two. The third one, he said, you are wicked. And the question is, when it comes to the things that God has given you, when it comes to things that your master has granted you, man, would he say the same thing? Man, you ain't doing nothing with that stuff that I gave you. You are wicked. But here's the beautiful thing. We can start doing something with what God has given us at any point in time that we decide. Any point in time we step across that pathway from fear to faith, anytime we step across from idea to execution, anytime we start doing so, that's why the first question I ask, are you doing what you do best every day? That's you simply saying, I'm doing something with the gift that's been given to me on my pathway towards the land flowing with milk and honey. Wow. You may choose all others. I was working too long. What was that? It's 5 year. Half class full. If controlling your own schedule income as well as the possibility to join the ranks of Black America's financial leaders is important to you, who wants to play it safe? The only way to create wealth, Michael Roberts says, to vow early in life never to allow opportunity to slip by. 2 decades ago, Robert and his brother, Stephen, couldn't find 2 quarters to rub together. Today, these African-American business leaders estimate their holdings from hotels to real estate to telecommunication outlets to be worth more than $1 billion. Amazingly, one St. Louis, Missouri hotel in their portfolio once refused to serve Blacks. Never shrink from anything that will give you more discipline, that give you enhanced training, or that will broaden your experience. Michael Roberts continued. Sooner or later, each of us must address the question, if not, why not? If not now, then when? If not me, then who? The answer will jump to life if you are ready to receive them. Again, Thoreau wrote, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Closer to home, Leah Brown may have said it best during a recent interview. We need more faith-filled men and women who are energetic enough, bold enough, determined enough, gritty enough to sign their name on the front of a paycheck as well as the back. If you must develop a deep desire for independence, as well as a proclivity to act, if you are to pave a new road to your financial future. I think I said it. It is you who must develop a brief desire for independence, as well as a proclivity to act if you are to pave a new road to your financial future. Everybody put it down. So it is me. It is me. My wealth, my riches and glory is my responsibility. The wealth of my family is my responsibility. If it is to be, it is up to me. It is me. Remember, teaching is in the words, but the learning is in the silence. I now urge you to move boldly and take the first step on the road to the 6th law of wealth. Thou shalt own thy own business. And here is millionaire lesson number 7. From Miss Leah Brown herself in the 6th law of wealth, which is thou shalt own thy own business. Let's say this again, she said. We need faith-filled men and women who are energetic enough, bold enough, determined enough, and gritty enough to sign their name on the front of the paycheck as well as the back. And here's my question to you that are still watching us here live today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Miss Tiffany Taylor is joining, Miss Sandra Beard, and Brother Wilhelm Voss, Brother Sister Leah, Sister Jennifer, Sister Teresa Harvey, Sister Antoinette Ross is the boss. Here's my question to you. Are you energetic enough? Are you bold enough? Are you determined enough? And are you gritty enough to sign your name on the front of that paycheck as well as the back? This is the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put it in a book, like The Wealth Choice, Success Secrets of Black Millionaires, and we absolutely will find it. In honor of our brother LeVar Burton, Read Rainbow 2.0, take a look. It's in a book. 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid away. In the comments below, I'd love for you to share something that you learned today. We don't do this just to do this, beautiful people. We do this to make a difference, and hopefully we made a difference in your life today. Hope you hit that like button, hit that share button. But I'm simply asking you to answer this question in the comments below. Was this worth your time, and why? Was this worth your time, and why? Brother Wilhelm Watt said this, man. After about 20 years ago, I had an idea for the website. Didn't have enough finance to make it possible. Another guy was able to make it possible. I ended up doing an interview with the guy. That's why I found out about it. But it ended up failing. But the face I had probably was priceless when he was explaining everything to me. Never let another good idea pass you by. Never let another good idea pass you by. Now, I know I talk much faster than you type, so I do want to do a quick shout out for our sponsors who help make this thing come true, guys. These are people that put their money where their mouth is and said, you know what, this Read Rainbow 2.0 thing you got going on, this New Black Wall Street Book Club thing you got going on, we want to support it. We want to make sure that you can continue to do this for the people. All right, for the people. Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric Marketplace. I got to start myself. Of course, I'm going to support myself. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is for my own dreams. Got to do that. Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric Marketplace, specializes in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, also Black art-inspired gifts. Check us out at theblackbazaar.com. That's www.theblackbazaar.com. I want you guys to know this, that once you shop black, you'll never go back. Once you choose to shop black, you'll never go back. Black man-owned business, black woman-owned business. Put her money where her mouth is, saying, you know what, we're going to support this thing. We're going to make sure we can keep on doing this, getting this good literature so we can change the way that we think, change the way we act, and ultimately change our results. Blackberry Charisma. Right, your custom crafts, from shirts to mugs and all that stuff for branding, marketing, on your personal taste on stuff. Also has a pretty dope line of lingerie. Check her out at www.blackberrycharisma.com. www.blackberrycharisma.com. That's a black woman who will put her money where her mouth is. Another black woman-owned business to be able to help you with your finances, help you get your credit straight, help you to increase your cash flow, help you to begin to start to invest, to make your money work harder for you than you work for it. 5 Factor Consulting. Check her out at www.5factorconsulting.com, www.5factorconsulting.com. Another sister who are putting her money where her mouth, where the brothers at? Another sister putting her money where her mouth is, saying financial education, right? The improvement of our mindset is important, and we're going to put our money where our mouth is. Big Sis Media Group. Be to help you to take your idea, your concept, something that you might be doing for a while, to take you from 1999 and make you relevant and current today. To be able to help you with your website, help you to get you a pretty dope your Facebook cover or digital art, digital flyer, stuff like that, commercials, all that good stuff. Well, check her out, a black woman-owned business at www.bigsismediagroup.com, www.bigsismediagroup.com. Another black woman who's putting her money where her mouth is, saying we want to make sure that we keep getting this because we understand how valuable it is for us to read. And black folk do read. Put in a book. We absolutely will find it. Let's catch up on these comments, man. We'll get out of this thing. Miss Yvette Gurry said, worth my time because it's only a matter of time. Miss Nita Diane said, I'm always informative. Never let a good idea pass me by. Miss Clinton said, well, I will be the owner of my business. I will be the owner of my business. Miss Vivian Reeves in the house, man. Extreme value in the BBC. Fortunate that I wound up in here. Brother Setley is in the house. I believe you're moved. I don't know where you at, man. You just move around a lot. I need to put more action behind my ideas. Well worth my time. Yeah, we got to get that. You got an idea. I remember you calling me. I'm gonna hold you to it, brother. I'm gonna hold you to it, Mr. Reese, man. When you know better, you should do better. Getting it done by doing it better each day, man. Brother Amari, thou shalt control thy business, for it is an entity of its own. Own nothing, control everything. LLC, corporation, trust, mindset, wealth, talk. Absolutely, Brother Amari. Absolutely, man. I'll be the owner of my business where my name is on the front and the back of my paycheck. Brother Amari, man, your business pays you. Queen, your business pays you. Absolutely, man. That's what we got here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. I want to say thank you again for everybody. Hit that like button, that share button, that heart button, whatever you could do to continue to spread the word. Make sure that you follow the Facebook page. I believe it's We got a new TV station, right? BBC TV, but you might have to find it under Black BC TV because I might have to put it in there that way. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully you guys can find it. BBC TV or Black BC TV, one of the two. This is where we're going to have all our content, all of our content creators. So we would like your support there so we can continue to be great media for ourselves, be our own media, stop watching that trash TV, and we can continue to uplift, inspire, encourage, teach, all that good stuff. We know what we need to do. We know what we need to do. But will we do it? All right, we know what we need to do, but will we do it? Well, beautiful people, I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we really need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
New black. It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street. Book Club.